1 month later, we'll be done with each other. Don't ever mention our marriage again.
You think marrying you is some huge celebration? You only married me to please your grandma. Besides, you're the one with insomnia and the one who needed me. Besides, these 3 years, I've had enough disappointments.
Why are they here?
What? Seriously?
Sherry, please come home with me.
Sherry, you must marry me today.
Marry me.
Marry me. Marry me, Sherry.
Marry me. Marry me.
Marry me.
Let's go. Hurry up.
Sherry, what have you been hiding from me?
Sherry, how's it going? Feels good, doesn't it? As soon as I heard the news of you two splitting up, I immediately called my bros over. How about it? Look at his sour face. So satisfying.
Satisfying my foot. Without my permission, don't do anything this embarrassing. Hear me?
Fine. I just think you've been too downtrodden. I just couldn't swallow it. Today, we're gonna make him see that without him, you're still doing great.
Sherry, get down on your knees. Married to my son for 3 years, and you can't even give me a grandchild. You're still fit to be a Goodman?
If I were you, I would have left long ago. Why are you still sticking around?
Let's get a divorce.
Cheers!
To Sherry, for being single again. Drink up.
Mr. Goodman, I heard the miracle Dr. Feblin is here. Your grandma can be saved. Mr. Goodman, is it because your wife isn't around these days that you haven't been resting well?
I said don't mention that woman in front of me again.
Don't lose heart. You can find another one after the divorce. How about me? Definitely not worse than Ethan.
Sherry, when you chose Ethan, I could tell you had bad taste. See? You're divorced now.
Hey, let's not talk about this. Let's not talk about this, okay? Drink up. Come on. Cheers. Cheers.
Isn't that Mrs. Goodman? Why is she drinking with a group of men?
Yeah, this woman is so improper. If I were Mr. Goodman...
Ethan, what are you doing?
You jerk. Let go of Sherry.
Carl, are you okay?
Sherry, tell him to let go.
Carl, this is between him and me. I need to handle this myself. Just let go.
Sean, take care of everyone.
Hey, keep drinking.
Ethan, let go of me. Are you crazy? Do I need to remind you again? We're divorced. We have nothing to do with each other anymore. I expect you to behave yourself.
Behave myself? Sherry, do I need to remind you? We're not divorced yet, and you've already messed around with other men. You may be shameless, but I'm not.
So what if I am? What's it to you?
Sherry, say that again.
When you were messing around, why didn't you care about your reputation?
Sherry.
Ethan, how did we end up like this?
Mr. Goodman, is your insomnia cured? I'm sorry, Mr. Goodman. I didn't know you could fall asleep. This is the agreement you asked me to prepare. I've got it ready for you.
$100 million for you. Marry me. Your task is to sleep with me. I'll set you free after 3 years. Keep the agreement confidential.
Ethan. So you've forgotten me.
Be careful. Are you sure Phoebe's assistant is here? This time, no matter what, we must find Feian. Grandma's got very little time.
It's 5 in the morning. You better have a good reason.
Sherry, Ethan's rival, Kevin, needs to see you urgently.
What's up?
His grandma has a brain tumor. The doctor advised against surgery. So he wants to ask you, Feian, to come out of retirement. The price is negotiable. Tell me, Utgaika, will you take it?
Okay, I got it. I'll get up and go to the hospital now.
Doctor, my grandma.
Don't worry, the surgery went well.
Thank you so much.
But she's elderly, so she needs to stay in the hospital for a few more days for observation.
I'm really grateful.
It's my duty to save lives. I'll be going now. If anything comes up, contact Carl.
That's right. Just call me if anything happens.
I didn't expect Feian to be so young, but I don't know why. I feel like I've seen her somewhere. It's a bit inconvenient today. 3 days from now, I'd like to treat you to dinner.
Wait. Sounds good to me. So, what are we having?
Anything's fine.
Hey, listen. Sherry, actually, there's someone else looking for you.
You're always so straightforward. Why are you being so hesitant today?
I don't know if I should tell you, but after thinking it over, I think I should tell you.
Who is it?
That person is Ethan Goodman. You know, his mom has been having headaches and coughs, right? Recently, she's even been coughing up blood.
Old Mrs. Goodman. These are for you. They smell so good.
What beautiful flowers.
Old Mrs. Goodman. What's wrong? Somebody help. Help! Is anyone there? What are you doing here? Are you trying to hurt old Mrs. Goodman again?
You, Jinx. It must be you.
She's even been coughing up blood lately. They've seen so many doctors, but in vain. Now, they came to you. What do you think? Sherry? Sherry?
Never.
Okay.
Any news about Feian?
Mr. Goodman, Carl refused our offer. Is it because that night you punched him at the bar? Mr. Goodman, maybe we should ask Mrs. Goodman for help. After all, Shut up.
Shut up. I've noticed you're getting better and better at your job.
I'm sorry, Mr. Goodman. I just see you're so tired lately. You haven't been resting well. And old Mrs. Goodman's illness can't be delayed any longer. Just swallow your pride and ask Mrs. Goodman to come back.
I told you not to mention that woman to me. Did you find Feian's address?
I still need to look into that.
All right, I'll give you 2 days. 2 days later, I want to go and invite her personally. If you can't handle this, you can pack your bags and go mining abroad.
I don't remember our company having a mine abroad.
Ethan, according to the location Sean gave us, Feian should be living here.
Get out?
Yeah. Ethan, why don't we stay in the car and wait a little longer?
Okay, let's go.
Thank you, William.
Sherry?
And Carl, why is Sherry here? Isn't this Feian's house? How could Sherry open the door?
Sherry, who are you?
Ethan, Sherry is going too far. You guys aren't even divorced yet, and she's already hooked up with Carl.
let go of me.
What are you doing here?
Mind your own business. Let go of me. When will Feian be back?
Fabian's out on a house call. When will she be back? I don't know.
Did you hear that? I don't have time to mess around with you. Let go.
Sherry, let go of Ethan.
Are you crazy? He's grabbing me.
Are you here to see Feian too?
None of your business. Don't be so nosy.
Sherry!
Sherry, can you talk properly?
I'm talking to Ethan, you homewrecker. What right do you have to interrupt?
Ethan, look. She's insulting me?
Sherry, get this straight. This is between us. It has nothing to do with Stacy. Stacy is not a homewrecker.
I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, I get it. You're here to see Feian, to treat your infertility, right? You've been married to Ethan for 3 years, and his mom says you can't even have a baby. You must be anxious, huh?
Having children is a matter for both partners. Not being able to have a baby doesn't mean it's the woman's fault.
Sherry, have you had enough?
Who's making a scene here? We agreed that after the divorce, we'd go our separate ways. It's you two who keep buzzing around me. So annoying.
You think I'm here for you? Sherry, don't flatter yourself.
Ethan, don't waste your breath on her. Let's go find Feian, okay?
Feian's not here. Let's go.
Hey. Wait, Ethan, since we're here, we must see Feian in person. I have to get Feian to treat old Mrs. Goodman. Then I'll have done a great deed. And she will support me, marrying Ethan even more. Excuse me, Mr. Simpson, when will Feian be back? Can we get on the waiting list? Look, we came all this way, from so far away. They say doctors are compassionate. Can Feian help us out?
You want to see Feian?
Yeah.
Then you better leave. She's not available.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Are you kidding me?
She's not available. Don't come back. Sherry, your taste in men is so bad.
I was probably blind.
Yeah. Sherry, you saved Mr. Ferdinand's family, right? Now someone's asking for your help through him. There's a 5-year-old kid who's been unconscious for 3 days. Will you take the case?
A seriously ill child? Of course I'll take it.
Okay.
So glad to see you again.
Mr. Simpson, you're finally here.
This is the miracle doctor, Feian.
Hello?
Feian is so young, Mr. Simpson. You're not kidding, right?
Mr. Simpson, I know you like to joke around, but my daughter is unconscious now. We really can't wait any longer. Where is Feian?
About this, I'm definitely not joking. She's the one and only Feian.
Don't tell me? You don't even trust me?
Well...
If we delay any longer, it's your daughter's life we're risking. If you don't care, then I don't care either.
All right, then.
Excuse me.
What's going on? Aren't you a great doctor? Why is my daughter throwing up blood? If anything happens to her, I'll fight you to the end.
You...
Mr. and Mrs. Hughes, no matter what, I have no motive to harm you. Please be patient. And trust Feian.
My daughter's throwing up blood? How can you expect me to trust her?
Get out of here. You and all of you, get out. Sweetie.
Mom, Dad!
Sweetie, are you feeling unwell anywhere?
Mom, I want some water!
Give her some water.
She's been unconscious because of blood clots. Now that the clots are gone, she's naturally awake.
I'm sorry, Feian. I was really out of line just now. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry. We misunderstood you earlier.
It's okay. Parents can get frantic when their children are sick. I understand.
Thank you. Take care.
Feian, your medical skills are truly amazing. Last time I asked Carl to invite you to dinner, but you kept declining. I wonder if you're free today to have a simple meal with me.
Just dinner?
That's not the main purpose. I mainly want to know who the renowned Feian really is.
Mr. Ferdinand, you'll find out when time's right.
We're leaving then.
Okay.
I'll get changed.
Then I'll leave now.
Sherry, why do I run into you everywhere?
Are you upset? I'm quite happy that you're upset.
Don't tell me you're also here to see. Sherry? You're pretty well informed. Have you ever considered whether Sherry has time for you? All the elites in the city are waiting for her. Trash like you don't deserve to see her.
Oh, really? You think you can see her?
Stacy!
Ethan, look at her. Since leaving the Goodman family, she's become so vulgar and trashy. No way. I have to teach her a lesson. You! Bitch. How dare you hit me?
Sherry, do you have any idea what you're doing?
A nasty attitude attracts hate, and a nasty mouth attracts punches. If you don't want to get hit, don't mess with me.
You...
Sherry, how did you become like this?
Mr. Goodman, what do you think I am like? A weak lamb who just takes the abuse?
Sherry, which one is the real you?
Ethan, aren't you going to help me?
Sherry, you're in big trouble.
What's up?
That Kevin, he's still obsessed with you? To find out your real identity, he's really gone all out. He's throwing a thank you party for you, and he's invited all the elites in this city. Are you going or not?
If I don't go, people will say I'm being snobby. So yes, I am.
Yeah, I think so. You really should go. But you know how sharp Kevin is. I'm afraid he'll see through you. After all, he's obsessed with you.
I'm not dressed as Fabian, so I won't go with you. I'll get in first.
Okay, be safe. Call me if anything happens. Bye.
See ya.
Oh, you again. How can I be so unlucky?
Sherry, what are you doing here? Get out of here before you embarrass yourself. Don't make a fool of yourself. We can't afford to lose face because of you.
Exactly. Look at you. From head to toe, there's not a single designer label. So cheap. Such a loser. Old Mrs. Goodman. Let's not stoop to her level. It'll just bring us down.
Judging by your appearance, you probably don't have an invitation. Trying to sneak in, huh? Let me tell you, even if my son were here, he wouldn't bring you in.
What a pity. Ethan has already made his move. Just give up on that idea. You'll never get the chance to see Fabian.
Finished? Then get out. Don't be like a fly, buzzing around here.
Who are you calling a fly?
Old Mrs. Goodman. What's wrong?
You just got out of intensive care. Take it easy. I'm not responsible if something happens.
You.
Bitch, let go of me. Stacy, are you okay? Somebody help. Someone's causing trouble at the Ferdinand's house.
What can I do for you, old Mrs. Goodman?
It's this woman. She doesn't have an invitation and she's hitting people. Get her out of here.
Yes, ma'am. Move.
Hey, let go of me.
What are you doing?
Let me go.
Sherry, this is what happens when you mess with me. You overestimated yourself. Old Mrs. Goodman, let's go. Someone will take care of this idiot.
What are you doing?
Hello, Mr. Ferdinand.
Mr. Ferdinand, why did you come out to greet us yourself?
Thank you, Mr. Ferdinand.
Let her go. Did they hurt you? Both of you, get out of here now.
Mr. Ferdinand, we didn't do anything wrong. This wretch attacked Miss Sanchez and insulted old Mrs. Goodman.
Open your eyes and see clearly. This is the most honored guest of our Ferdinand family.
Does he know my real identity?
You're the ones who can't tell right from wrong. Let's go.
Mr. Ferdinand, please don't be fooled by this woman. She's a two-timer.
This has nothing to do with you, Miss Sanchez. Let's go.
Well, this...
Thank you, Mr. Ferdinand.
No, I should thank you.
Does he know who I really am?
You're actually Fabian, aren't you?
Long time no see.
Oh my. Mr. Ferdinand really spared no expense for Feian. He specifically set up such a lavish banquet.
That's right. In the medical field, if Feian claims to be second, no one dares to claim first. Moreover, she cured old Mrs. Ferdinand. The Ferdinand family treats her like a VIP.
Exactly. I heard that. Old Mr. Lewis was also cured by her. He was unconscious for many days. With one shot, she woke him up. Isn't that amazing? Later, the Lewis family gave her several mansions, but she refused them all, asking the Lewis family to do more good deeds.
Is that so?
Everyone? Is this Feian really as amazing as you say?
Yes, Feian is like a guardian angel. She can pull people back from hell. Otherwise, why would Ethan go to such great lengths to find her for you?
Okay, I'll wait and see.
I heard she's always elusive. I wonder if she will come today.
If I can see this miracle doctor today, this trip will be worthwhile.
Yes.
Yes.
Ouch.
Are you blind?
Ma'am, I'm so sorry. I'll send someone over with a new one right away. As for the stained one, I'll compensate you for its full price.
Compensate? Can you even afford it? Your whole outfit isn't worth more than $100. How are you going to compensate? Mrs. Sparks, this woman doesn't have an invitation. She snuck in and even spilled wine on you. You must not let her get away with this.
Who are you?
She is my embarrassing daughter-in-law, Sherry. She's been freeloading for years, a complete waste of money. My son has already divorced her. She has nothing now. Her saying she'll compensate you is all lies.
Old Mrs. Goodman, having a daughter-in-law like that must be tough on you.
You have no idea. I can't scold her or hit her. She's walking all over me. Thankfully, I have such a well-behaved child like Stacy to comfort me.
You've gone too far, bullying your mother-in-law. Kneel down.
I kneel to heaven, earth, and my parents. Why should I kneel to you?
You dare defy me?
That's right, Sherry. You used to badmouth Mrs. Sparks in front of me. I warned you, but not only did you not listen, you spilled wine on her. I think you did it on purpose. Well,
that's how it is. You unruly brat. Today I'm going to teach you a lesson on behalf of your parents.
Old Mrs. Sparks, you believe whatever Stacy says? You're so gullible.
You dare to make excuses?
Am I making excuses? Stacy knows it very well. As for how, this drink got spilled on old Mrs. Sparks. Stacy, you know it even better, don't you?
What do you mean by that? You weren't watching where you were going, and now you're trying to blame me. The carpet is soft, and everyone else is fine. Why did you fall? I think you must resent old Mrs. Sparks and deliberately embarrassed her.
Resent her for what?
Old Mrs. Sparks, little did you know, she can't have children. Last time you said your daughter-in-law was pregnant with her third child. Old Mrs. Goodman urged her a little. She went home and threw a huge tantrum. After that, she held a grudge against you.
Is that so? Humph. You can't have children yourself, so what's the use of blaming others?
Exactly. She also goes around telling everyone that you don't treat your daughter-in-law well, and all you care about is her having babies. She said that. You're not feeding a person, but a farm animal? Old Mrs. Goodman's suffered so much from her. Her heart condition is so serious now, which was all thanks to this woman.
Ouch. Tell me, what sin have I committed? Why did I end up with such a person? Thankfully, my son divorced her. You guys probably don't know this. She can't have children. Whoever marries her will end their family line.
Humph, Sherry. I'm going to teach you a lesson today.
Sherry, kneel down. Apologize to old Mrs. Sparks. Kneel.
Are you all right?
Mr. Ferdinand, what are you doing here?
This is my family banquet. Are you all trying to cause trouble here?
Well, sir, Mr. Ferdinand, I'm not looking for trouble. Look, this is all Sherry's doing, Gree.
It's just a dress. Is it worth making such a fuss?
But behind my back, she insulted me.
Since you said it was behind your back, how did you find out? Unless someone deliberately told you. Mrs. Sparks, have you ever thought about the intentions of the person who told you that? Be careful not to be used as a pawn.
Mrs. Sparks, I spilled the wine on you because someone deliberately tripped me. Why don't we check the surveillance footage?
Yes, the surveillance footage won't lie. Someone, check the surveillance footage.
Mr. Ferdinand, it's obvious that Sherry is trying to stall for time. Don't be fooled by her.
Exactly. As for what kind of person she is, I, her former mother-in-law, know best. Don't be fooled by her looks.
Why? Why so afraid? Are you feeling guilty?
Well,
of course not.
I am not so easily fooled. I saw Mrs. Sanchez from afar, like a storyteller, giving a vivid performance. I'm afraid she's using other people's words to deliberately humiliate Mrs. Sparks.
I didn't do that.
About tonight's matter, it seems insignificant on the surface, but it could have serious consequences. What will happen if this video goes viral? Or we could call the police to tell whether it's slander or provocation.
Let's just drop it.
That's right. We're being magnanimous. We'll let Sherry off the hook.
You're dropping it? But today, you must give Ms. Valeska an explanation. You must give Ms. Valeska an explanation.
Thank you, Mr. Ferdinand. But let's just leave it at that for today. Thank you very much.
Why? Are you pleading for them?
Let's not make a big deal out of it. Besides, it's your party. I don't want to make things too ugly because of me.
Miss Valeska, you're so understanding.
Oh no! Someone suddenly fell ill.
Is there a doctor?
Look, what happened?
Hey!
Leave him be. Call an ambulance.
What do you know? If he doesn't get treated now, he may not survive this one.
Shut up. Stop embarrassing yourself. If something happens, no one will be able to help you.
Where's Feian? Isn't this party specifically held for her? There's an emergency. Why isn't Phoebe in here yet?
Mr. Ferdinand, have you seen her?
Call 911 immediately. I don't have my first aid kit.
So, call 911.
It's an emergency. The ambulance will be here in 30 minutes. I need to perform some first aid.
Okay?
Yeah.
The doctor's here. My friend is a doctor. He can cure him.
What are you doing? Look, he's really sick, and he's from a wealthy family. What if he doesn't survive this one? We'll be in big trouble.
Are you dumb? Precisely because he's from a wealthy family, if you can cure him, you'll be famous. Come on. Sherry, are you trying to cause trouble again? If you don't know medicine, don't interfere. Everyone, this is my friend, William. He's young, but he's already a head doctor at City Hospital. His medical skills are excellent. He can definitely cure him.
Then hurry up and treat him. Any more delay and something bad could happen.
Ethan, what are you doing?
Sherry, why do you cause trouble everywhere you go? You argued with my mom in public. Do you want to embarrass our Goodmans and make us a laughingstock?
You're already a laughingstock.
Sherry.
Ethan, we're divorced.
Until we get the divorce certificate, you're still Mrs. Goodman.
Aren't you embarrassed? Why not announce it right now that we're divorced? We can go our separate ways.
So eager to get divorced? Is it because of Kevin? I suggest you sober up. A playboy like him is not someone you can mess with.
Ethan, what an imagination. I suggest you see a doctor.
Ungrateful. I won't care about you anymore.
Ethan, are you crazy? When I cared about you, you ignored me. Now you're clinging to me like glue. Mr. Goodman, don't tell me you're in love with me.
Don't flatter yourself.
He's awake! Look!
He's awake! He's awake!
Everyone, step back. Make sure he has enough air.
William, you're amazing. You're my friend, all right? This time, you really made me proud. Everyone, if you feel unwell, you can come to him.
Dr. Wayne, I didn't expect. You to be so skilled at such a young age. You have a bright future.
Yes, yes. Ms. Sanchez sure keeps talented people around her.
That's right. Not just anyone can be qualified to be my friend.
You flatter me. It's just my job.
Dr. Wayne, when are you free to see my family? Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Wayne. Give us your contact info so we can reach you later.
Okay.
Wait a minute. His condition seems to have worsened.
Are you still going to stay here and embarrass yourself?
Let go of me. It's none of your business.
Sherry, I suggest you behave yourself.
Fabian's luggage and medical kit are ready for you. Go. Saving people is more important.
Thank you.
Mr. Goodman, have you ever heard this saying? Those without good taste fail to recognize precious jade. A cold heart can't win a lover's affection.
What do you mean?
Oh no, he fainted again. Oh my god, his condition looks much worse.
What's going on?
Dr. Wayne, take another look.
Dr. Wayne, come and take a look. What's going on?
What a quack. His condition has clearly worsened. I think he's a terrible doctor. If something happens to him, what are you gonna do?
William, how could you do this? Instead of saving him, you made him worse.
You
were the one who said, you were a great doctor. That's why I recommended you to everyone. Now you've hurt him, and you're trying to shift the blame?
Oh my, this patient looks really bad.
That fraud really did some damage. Where did he go? Fabian is here.
Where's Sherry? She's been gone for so long.
Ethan, what are you looking for?
Nothing.
He's awake. Look.
He's awake.
Fabian, please wait. Could you please do me a favor?
Mr. Goodman, please behave yourself.
Get out of my way. This is none of your business.
But this is my party. Fabian, please go ahead.
Mr. Ferdinand, thanks for today. I have something to do, so I'll leave now.
Hey, Sherry, don't think that, because Mr. Ferdinand is backing you up. You have someone to rely on? You're nothing but a woman who was kicked out by the Goodman family. I advise you not to flatter yourself. Think about your own situation. Don't have unrealistic fantasies.
I'll return those words to you. Good luck to you.
You. Hey.
Sherry, what are you hiding from me?
Thanks again, Ms. Valeska. If it weren't for you, this party would have been a disaster.
You're welcome, Mr. Ferdinand. As a doctor, it's my duty to save lives. But I'm curious. How did you know my identity?
Because you're the only one at this entire party who didn't receive a direct invitation.
Everyone else brought friends or family.
Sorry to find out who you were. I made sure to check every guest, and you were the only one. Who would have thought the renowned miracle doctor Feian is actually Ethan's wife? Miss Valeska, I have a question, and I hope it's not too forward.
Then don't ask.
Miss Valeska, I really like your personality. In that case, I must ask, what is your current relationship with Mr. Goodman?
In 2 weeks at most, we'll be ex-husband and ex-wife.
In that case, I wonder if I'd have the honor of taking Ethan's place and taking care of you.
Sherry, what are you doing here?
Ethan, what do you want?
Mr. Goodman, behave yourself.
I'm warning you. Stay away from her.
What if I don't? Mr. Goodman, you're not worthy to be her husband. How about I take care of her from now on?
You know she has a husband. Then you shouldn't be saying such shameless things.
I know you two aren't getting along. You don't love her. She doesn't love you either.
Ethan, how dare you warn Mr. Ferdinand? For the past 3 years, have you fulfilled your duty as a husband?
We're just in a contract.
Why'd you stop? You know it's a contract marriage. Now the term is up. Why are you restricting my freedom?
Oh, so it's a contract marriage. Then there's even less to say.
But regardless, she and I are still legally married. Kevin, if you dare come near her again, don't blame me for going after Ferdinand Group.
You want to fight? Then let's fight. Does our Ferdinand family fear your Goodman family? I'm afraid in the end, you'll lose your wife. And everything.
Enough. I'm not a pawn for any of you. Ethan, I'm warning you. Stay out of my business. From now on, anything about me has nothing to do with you. Let go. Ethan, let me go.
Well, well, well. Weren't you all high and mighty? Why are you back? Now you know, don't you? Without our Goodman family, you're nothing. What's with that look? How dare you glare at me? Am I wrong?
I want you to understand that I'm not clinging to your son. It's him.
Mom! Stop talking.
Am I wrong, Ethan? Why are you taking her side?
Your mom doesn't like me and I don't want to come back. Ethan, you're being childish.
Go take a shower.
Are you crazy? Ethan, we're divorced. You think I'd honor the agreement and sleep with you?
Sherry, don't push it. I'm giving you a chance.
You're so arrogant. I need a chance from you. Ethan, let's end this peacefully.
How much do you want?
You think I'll compromise just for money?
Go take a shower.
No?
Then go to sleep.
Doesn't this guy have serious OCD?
If you're scared, just lie still. I'm very tired.
You must haven't slept for a long time. Forget it. Saving a life is a great deed. All right, let's make this clear. Don't cross the line.
I'm not interested in you.
You better be. He fell asleep so fast. Does he really need me to fall asleep?
Ethan? Ethan? Aren't you two divorced? Sherry, you rat! How dare you seduce Ethan?
You did well last night, but remember, a man who doesn't respect himself is worthless. Don't let it happen again.
Bitch.
Sherry, are you going soft again? Do you really want to get back together with Ethan?
I won't go soft. Since I've made up my mind to divorce, I won't go back. I suffered much in the past 3 years. I won't go through it again.
That's right. There's no going back. By the way, Kevin is really worried about you. He keeps looking for you. Why don't you call him back?
Or maybe I make time to meet him again. It's better to talk to him face to face.
How about tomorrow night? Okay.
Ethan, aren't you two supposed to be on a break? Why are you still sleeping together?
She and I are still in a cooling off period. You and I have nothing to do with each other. What I do is none of your business.
Stacy can't tell you off, so I will. Hurry up and get rid of that jinx. Divorce her immediately and marry Stacy. Stacy is the only daughter-in-law I recognize.
We'll talk about this later.
You always say that. Starting today, you have to go on a date with Stacy.
I'm busy today.
Old Mrs. Goodman, forget it.
No way. Tomorrow, as soon as you get off work, take Stacy out on a date. Otherwise, don't call me Mom.
No need to cut it for me. I can do it myself.
It's my honor to serve you.
Thanks.
By the way, last time you went back, did Ethan give you a hard time? I heard you haven't been doing well, living at the Goodman residence, old Mrs. Goodman.
You know about this?
You've suffered a lot, taking care of Ethan. You're right to leave him.
Ethan, look at Sherry. She was with you yesterday, and today she's hooking up with another guy. A fickle woman like her isn't good enough for you.
What a pest. Stacy, you should. Watch your mouth.
You bitch. What are you saying?
Stacy.
Mr. Ferdinand, do you even know what a disreputable woman you're with? This will only ruin your reputation.
Mrs. Sanchez, your ability to twist the truth is truly impressive. If you dare insult Sherry again, I promise I'll teach you a lesson.
You.
Sherry, what do you mean?
I thought I made myself perfectly clear. Besides, even if I were with Kevin, what's it to you?
Ethan, dump her already. A shameless woman like her doesn't deserve you at all. She's bad luck. Let's go. Ethan, don't forget your promise to your mom.
Sherry, you better watch yourself.
Sherry, don't let people like that get to you. Why not be with me?
Mr. Ferdinand, please don't do this. If I reject you, it'll be awkward for you.
Then don't reject me.
I'm sorry. I'm not looking for a relationship right now.
Sherry, I won't give up on you.
Recently, Kevin Ferdinand, CEO of Ferdinand Group, made a public proposal. As we know,
Sherry, look, you're famous. The whole city is talking about Kevin's proposal to you.
Get away.
Do you know everyone's gossiping about you and Kevin? Not bad, Sherry. You just got divorced and you're so popular now. Sherry. Oh my God.
Mr. Goodman, this is Kevin's new trick. He even put the proposal video on the screens in our mall.
Is the marketing department out of their minds? What are they doing? Find out the location immediately.
It's right in front of our mall.
That bitch? Ugh, that bitch. You've already divorced once, and you think you can marry Kevin? I won't let you get your way.
Oh, my dear Stacy, why are you so eager to see me?
Kelly, have you seen the news?
What news? Do you like my new nail?
Kevin gave Sherry flowers and a diamond ring. These days, the news went viral online. He's practically turning the whole city upside down.
That's impossible. What's going on?
Kelly, you have to see this. That Kevin is totally smitten with Sherry.
You know what? Last time, at the party Kevin threw for Feian, this bitch spilled red wine all over my mom. And now look at her. She's trying to steal the man I love. How could someone be so awful?
Kelly, you have to do something. That bitch is a real expert at getting men. Kevin really likes her. They may even get married soon.
Ugh, that bitch. That mean bitch. I have to teach her a lesson. How dare she steal my man?
Just you wait, Sherry. Let's see how long you can be so smug.
These days, second marriages are so popular. And Kevin is rich and powerful. Why would he fall for someone like her? What are you doing?
What's so interesting about this? You know it. She's not a good person. How could Kevin fall for her? She's a manipulative bitch. She just tricked Kevin.
Exactly. At the last party, this woman was so obnoxious. She spilled red wine all over me, and she was so arrogant. I haven't gotten over it yet.
She dares to compete with me for Kevin? I'll make her regret it.
Hey, where are you going?
Don't worry, I won't cause trouble for the family.
These flowers are nice, but I accepted the flowers out of respect. It doesn't mean I accept you. Kevin, I'm not interested in romance.
You married the wrong person. You can't let him ruin your right to be happy. You can try to accept me gradually.
I'm not interested, and please don't put me in this awkward position again.
I won't give up on you.
Are you crazy, Ethan?
I warned you. Stay away from him. We're not divorced yet, and you're accepting his flowers and diamond ring? Sherry, what do you take me for?
Let go.
My wife and I aren't divorced yet. Kevin, are you trying to be a homewrecker?
You're joking, Mr. Goodman. Sherry hasn't accepted me yet. Why take your anger out on her? Where do you think doing this will make Sherry change her mind?
This is my family matter. Kevin, aren't you going to leave?
Let go of me, both of you. Aren't you embarrassed? I'm embarrassed.
If he lets you go, I'll let go.
Ethan, stop pestering me. I don't want to see you. Mr. Ferdinand, you too. Taxi.
Kevin, if you come near her again, don't blame me for being rude.
You don't know how to cherish her after I do. Mr. Goodman, stop embarrassing yourself. If you want a business war with me, bring it on.
Miss, you've been looking for 15 minutes. Haven't you found anything you like?
I'll take a look again. Show me this one.
Ethan's grandma's 70th birthday is coming up soon. She treats Sherry like her own granddaughter. Sherry'll definitely come here to shop.
She's really something, huh? Not only does she have her eyes on Mr. Goodman, but she also wants to steal Kevin from me. Just thinking about her makes me want to teach her a lesson.
Well, that's no fun. If you're gonna hit someone, hit them in the face. Sherry.
Please wrap it up.
I'll take this jade bracelet.
Ms. Sanchez, Ms. Sparks, welcome.
I'll take this jade bracelet.
Okay.
Wait, I saw it first? Don't you know first come, first served?
Are you kidding me? Look at you. This jade bracelet cost at least $10,000. You've already left the Goodman family. Can you even afford it?
Ms. Sanchez, I'll wrap it up for you right away. Move. Look at yourself. You're nothing compared to Ms. Sanchez and Ms. Sparks. I advise you to go check out that counter. Those goods are cheaper. Don't embarrass yourself here.
Do you really have to fight me for this?
Well, don't say it like that. It's just that you can't afford it. Take a good look at yourself. Do you even have $10,000?
Stacy, I advise you not to buy it.
I will buy it. You can't afford it yourself, and you don't want me to buy it?
Hey, I'm warning you. Homewreckers usually don't end up well. I don't care who you flirt with, but stay away from my Kevin. Otherwise, you'll face the consequences. Do you not understand what I'm saying? I'm talking to you. Don't you know to respond?
So insecure. Since you can't hold on to Kevin's heart, then don't blame me. It's your own fault.
You?
Sherry, how dare you hit her? Do you know who she is?
I don't care who you are. Move.
You bitch. Stop right there.
Kelly. Calm down. We've already embarrassed her. We snatched the bracelet she carefully picked for Grandma. She won't cause any more trouble. At the banquet, we'll make her pay
Do you have any good ideas?
Just wait and see. Is everything ready?
Don't worry, everything is prepared. This time, Sherry will definitely lose face. Wait.
After it's done, you'll get your reward.
Thank you, Ms. Sanchez.
You've arranged everything?
Of course. At that time, she will definitely be humiliated.
This time, Sherry will totally lose face, right?
Of course. Let's go. It's almost time for the gift giving. Let Sherry go first. Then...
Let's go.
Honey.
Mom, please have a seat. Mom, for your birthday this time, Stacy has carefully chosen a gift for you. Why don't you take a look first?
What a sweet child. You're so thoughtful.
Grandma, you're too kind. It's the least I could do. It's an honor for me to be here for your birthday. But I think we should look at Sherry's first. She put a lot of effort into preparing your gift.
Okay, let's have a look. You are thoughtful too.
Grandma, this is the gift I picked for you.
How could it be the golden toad? Wasn't it already switched?
What's going on? Didn't you say the golden toad had been swapped for something worthless?
You think just any golden toad can be a gift?
This toad wasn't just bought randomly. I specially went to Bright Light Temple at the foot of Mount Crestfall. The abbot there is a kind man and felt I was destined to have it, so he gave it to me.
You actually took something given to you and gave it to Grandma? Do you think Grandma's a beggar?
A toad from Bright Light Temple? I heard getting this toad isn't easy.
This toad's got quite a history. The abbot once told me the temple has 490 steps in total. Every 3 steps, you kneel. Every 5, you bow. Every 7, you kowtow. Only after completing all of that can you have the toad.
Dear, you actually did all that? You're truly a wonderful girl.
I'm glad you like it, Grandma.
I love it. This is the best and most cherished birthday gift I've ever received.
Grandma, Ms. Sanchez, also prepared a gift with great care. Why don't you take a look at hers?
Grandma.
Stacy, did you take the wrong gift? Hurry up and find yours.
No, she bought a jade bracelet. I was with her when she bought it.
Get her out.
Mom, there must be some misunderstanding. Don't be mad.
Get her out, now.
What? What's going on?
Mom, what is going on?
Mrs. Goodman Sr. had a son who was only 2 years old. He accidentally swallowed a small piece of jade and passed away on the spot. Mrs. Goodman Sr. cried her eyes out for so many years. She's hated jade the most. She gets upset whenever she sees it. Sherry was so thoughtless that she actually bought a jade bracelet. Isn't this like rubbing salt in her wounds? Stay away from Stacy. Don't get involved.
Get her out of here.
Mom, Stacy doesn't know about this. She didn't do it on purpose. Please don't be mad at her. Don't take it personally.
It's not like that. It's Sherry. She went to the mall specifically to buy this jade bracelet. I thought you liked jade bracelets. Sherry deliberately misled me into buying it.
Yeah, I can testify to that. Stacy and I were together at the time. It was Sherry who deliberately misled us.
You did it on purpose. You bitch. You did it on purpose.
I bought this jade bracelet because a mentor of mine likes it. You disregarded who was there first and snatched it away, and now you're trying to blame me.
No, it's not like that. She's talking nonsense. Don't believe her?
Security already, get her out of here.
Move.
Mom, so many people are watching. You're throwing Stacy out like this? How can she survive after this?
Grandma, I really didn't mean to. Grandma!
Alas, I apologize for the mess. Please, everyone, continue enjoying the meal.
Grandma, it's been years. You should move on.
I want to. But he was a life. It's all my fault for not watching him closely enough. That's why he swallowed the jade.
Grandma, the abbot told me everything is fate. We can't force it. All these years, you fall apart whenever you see a jade, and you won't even leave the house. Because the outside world is full of them. But this way, you're only making the whole family worry about you.
About Uncle's passing, do you think Grandpa's okay with it?
He not only misses Uncle, but he's also worried about you. Grandma, may Uncle rest in peace? You have to think about the living. Grandma, you need to move on. Look at Grandpa.
It's all my fault. I shouldn't have worried my whole family.
Grandma, Abbott told me that you and Grandpa helped a lot of people, so Uncle has been reborn into a good family.
Really?
Yes?
Grandma, don't think about it too much. It's all in the past.
That's good. That's good.
Everything will be all right. Sherry, what kind of person are you? I really can't figure you out.
Enjoy.
You silly boy. Your wife is gone, and you're not even looking for her. Go find her now. If you don't bring Sherry back to me, don't bother coming back.
Mom, she's a grown woman. What's there to look for?
Shut up. Go now. It's my birthday today. Don't upset me.
Sherry, the woman. So much drama.
So unlucky. I shouldn't have worn these high heels.
Serves you right.
Are you blind? Didn't you see my shoe broke?
Beg me, and I'll take you back.
No thanks. I can limp back myself.
You can't walk by yourself. Why are you being so stubborn?
Let go of me.
Fine. Walk by yourself. Seriously?
Let go. I can crawl back if I have to. I don't need your help.
Sherry, before I lose my patience, I suggest you stop provoking me. If Grandma hadn't asked me to come, you think I'd be here looking for you? Grandma said. If I don't bring you back, she's going to cancel her birthday celebration. Sherry, behave yourself.
What? You can't even walk now after just going out for a bit? You want my son to carry you?
Her shoes are broken. She can't walk.
Even so, you don't have to carry her. It's inappropriate in public.
Sherry is my granddaughter-in-law. If my grandson doesn't carry her, should she be carried by someone else? You're her mother-in-law. How can you say that?
Mom.
Don't listen to your mom. As long as you two are happy with your own lives, Grandma will be at ease.
What's up?
Sherry, Ethan contacted me again. He still wants you to save his mom. He said you can name your price?
I won't do it.
But I heard his mom is back in the ICU after coughing up blood.
Feian, you're finally here.
Can you treat her now?
Well, isn't this the homewrecker?
You!
How's my mom?
Her condition is stable now. Acupuncture treatment will do the rest. As for the follow-up appointments, I'll have Carl notify you.
Thank you.
That's wonderful, Feian. Old Mrs. Goodman will be all right.
Sherry, a lot of people know you're here. They're all coming this way. Maybe,
I'll go change first. Cover for me.
Sure thing.
Sherry, what are you doing here?
What's up, homewrecker?
What does it matter to you?
You! I see. You're here to see Feian? To treat your infertility, right? Oh, Sherry, have you no shame? Do you think Feian would treat someone like you?
Where's Feian? Why do they always show up together?
Stacy, I suggest you watch your mouth, or you won't even know how you'll end up.
What I want to say was none of your business, you vixen.
You homewrecker, watch your language.
Hey, didn't you know that Sherry was married? I really didn't. Why can someone like her seduce you? If Feian knew about this, I think she may actually dump you. Sherry, I advise you to find a hole and crawl into it. Don't be an eyesore. Ethan, look at Sherry. She's flirting with another man again.
Oh, Ethan. When you take your mistress out, tell her to behave herself. Don't embarrass yourself. And make the Goodman family a laughingstock.
Sherry.
Let's go.
Okay.
Mr. Simpson, please take me to see Feian. My grandpa, Sherry, you wretch. What are you doing here? You want to take Mr. Simpson away?
All of you. How dare you treat Sherry like this? Do you know who she is?
Of course I do. She's just a terrible woman, dumped by Mr. Goodman. Is there anything more embarrassing than that?
Her relationship with Feian is even better than mine. Do you know what will happen if you offend her?
So, it was you who kept delaying my mom's treatment?
So what if I did? So what if I didn't? Didn't you say that? The strong make choices, and the weak are chosen?
Sherry, do you know what you're doing? No wonder old Mrs. Goodman doesn't like you. You're a jinx. Old Mrs. Goodman is getting treatment now, isn't she?
Well, that's because Sherry stepped in, and Feian finally agreed to treat her.
Oh, really? My mom went to Feian again and again? So, you were the one gossiping behind our backs.
It must be her. Otherwise, Feian, having treated so many people, wouldn't refuse to help us.
That's what you get. Serves you right.
Sherry, don't you go too far.
No wonder you got dumped. Mr. Goodman would never be interested in someone like you.
Is that so?
Sherry, for Feian's sake, I'll let you off the hook this time. But you better remember this. There won't be a next time.
Let's go.
Mr. Simpson, I'm here. Just let me see Feian.
Get in line.
That's weird. Why can't I ever see Feian? It's always just Carl.
Maybe Feian knew. A lot of people would be looking for her. So she left. Ethan, I've got everything. Let's go see your mom. Bye, Kelly. Did you hear about that Sherry? I'm so jealous of her.
I saw her on screen at the mall in the entertainment news. I'm super jealous of her.
Hello? About what I asked you before. Have you made up your mind?
What's up?
Hey, Sherry. My grandma's condition seems to be acting up again. Do you have time to come and see her?
Give me the address. I'll go over now.
Okay.
For her diet, make sure she eats small, frequent meals, low fat, low salt.
Okay. So, how is she now?
She's fine.
Thank you.
Just keep an eye on her. When the time is up, have the nurse remove the needles. I'll go back now.
I'll walk you out.
Kevin.
Thank you for your help. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Kevin, I heard Grandma was ill, so I came to see her. You're Feian, right? Hello, Feian. Your reputation precedes you. My grandpa is not well, and he can barely get out of bed. Could you please go see him?
Contact Carl if you need anything. Get in line through him.
Feian.
Are you trying to let everyone know she's here?
No, Kevin, why... Kevin, why are you so cold to me? Did I do something wrong?
I have someone I like. Don't waste your time on me anymore.
Is it that good-for-nothing Sherry?
I'm warning you, if you dare talk nonsense again, your whole family will be ruined. I pursued Sherry. If you're not happy with it, come at me. If I ever find out you did anything to her, Kelly.
Kevin, you can only be mine. I'll destroy whoever tries to take you from me.
I'll go in first.
Thanks. This is Feian's phone. Could it be?
Sherry, you have a call.
What are you doing?
Your injury. And the ringtone.
What are you doing?
Mr. Goodman, if you continue to be so rude, I will refuse to treat your mom.
Feian, who are you really?
It was really hard to get you to come back.
Grandma, please have a seat.
Sherry is a good girl. You need to go and make up with her right now? She's the only granddaughter-in-law I recognize.
I see.
Ethan, are you really going to listen to Grandma and bring Sherry back? She doesn't deserve to be your wife. Ethan, have you forgotten that it was her who made Mom sick? Not only was she messing around with Kevin, but she was also involved with Carl. If you bring her back, you'll make your mom furious.
You insulted my friend in front of me. Is this how you ask for a favor?
That Sherry is so scheming. She doesn't deserve to be your friend.
Do you...
Please listen to me. That Sherry is a terrible person. She seduced Ethan to marry into the Goodman family, and she's so arrogant and full of bad ideas. Don't let her fool you. If you'd be willing to be my friend, I'd do anything for you.
Stacy, shut up.
Really? You're quite shameless, Wei. What I admire is Sherry's self-reliance. Turn to someone else for help.
Hey, don't go. Let's talk.
I have an idea. If you want Fabian to help you, you just have to apologize to Sherry.
What do you mean?
Both of you, kneel down and apologize to Sherry.
What? You want us to kneel down to Sherry?
Did Sherry ask you to do this?
Yes. Think whatever you want.
Aren't you going too far?
Who's really going too far? For the past 3 years, Sherry has done enough for your family. But you bully her, make things difficult for her, and humiliate her. You believe everything Stacy says. It's ridiculous. Do you consider yourself a good husband? You've bullied my friend, so I won't help you.
Fabian, don't be fooled by Sherry. Old Mrs. Goodman doesn't like her at all. What does that have to do with me?
Are you going to start spreading rumors again? You're good at making yourself look innocent. Such a goody two-shoes. In that case, I have nothing to say to you.
Without them, we can still find other excellent doctors.
Sure, but what will happen after others treat her? How many years can she live? Think about it carefully.
Mom.
Old Mrs. Goodman, Ethan and I came to see you. Look, I brought you your favorite soup. While it's still hot, would you like to have some?
Okay. I knew you were the most thoughtful. You've been taking care of me all this time. You're so much better than that Sherry. I've been in the hospital for so many days, and she hasn't visited me once. I think she wishes I were gone. Look at you. What kind of person did you marry?
Old Mrs. Goodman, Ethan and I were both humiliated by Fabian.
Why did she humiliate you?
Fabian and Sherry are friends. Sherry told Fabian lies about us, saying we bullied her. Now Fabian wants us to apologize to Sherry on our knees. Only then will she treat you.
Stacy?
She actually dares to ask my son to apologize to that jinx before she'll treat me. How could she be so cruel?
That witch. She actually got Fabian to make me kowtow to her.
There's such a thing?
Yeah, she really thinks she's all that just because she knows Fabian.
That vixen has been quite arrogant lately. Not only is she after Ethan, but she even dares to seduce Kevin. It's all because of her that Kevin hasn't been talking to me lately. He thinks I'm against Sherry.
Even you have suffered so much.
Yeah.
I wish she were gone right now. I'm so mad.
But you don't have to be so angry. I have a way.
What is it? Sherry, I'm begging you. Please ask Fabian to help us. Please. Sherry, she is still in the hospital. She can't eat or sleep. She's in pain all over. The doctor said if Fabian doesn't treat her, she won't live much longer.
Let go of me.
Sherry, how can Fabian be so heartless? She's a doctor. How can she make us kneel to you before she'll help? And the person she's supposed to help is your mother-in-law. Are you really that cruel? Saving a life is a great deed. Please, save her, please. Sherry, you're Mrs. Goodman. You won't even save your own mother-in-law? How vicious.
Is Sherry even human? So cruel. How can there be such a cold-hearted woman in this world? Hit her!
Sherry, you want me to kneel and kowtow to you? I'll do it. Please, save her. Please, save her. Please, save her. Feian. Sherry, this is what you made me do.
Mr. Goodman, something happened.
Let's talk outside.
Mr. Goodman, you should see this live stream.
Why would she go live?
Sherry deserves it. Stacy is truly the daughter-in-law I've always wanted. She went this far for me. Ethan, come look at this live stream. That witch Sherry is so low class. Look, so many people are criticizing her. Ha!
Mom, I have something to do. I'm going out for a bit.
You're not going anywhere. Ethan, do you feel sorry for that vixen Sherry? Sherry really is a vixen. She even seduced a Ferdinand. Stop right there, you brat. Bring Stacy back, safe and sound, and don't you ever interfere with that witch Sherry again.
Stop. Sorry, I'm late.
What are you doing here? Go. They're after me.
I'm here to protect you. How can I leave?
You bitch. Why are you so lucky?
Causing trouble. Slandering others. No one here is getting away with this.
She wouldn't let Feian treat old Mrs. Goodman. She's a criminal. She deserves it.
Fine. Don't let me find out who's behind this.
Isn't he Kevin, CEO of Ferdinand Group?
What? We're in big trouble now? Let's go. What are you still looking at?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sherry, I won't let you get away with this.
Where is she?
Kevin took her away.
Have a seat. I'll get the first aid kit.
I'm sorry. It's my fault you got hurt today.
Don't say that. I did it willingly. Besides, if I hadn't gotten there in time and something bad had happened to you, I would have felt guilty for the rest of my life. Stay still. I'll be gentle. By the way, about what happened today, do you need me to take care of it for you?
No, I'll handle it myself.
What are you doing?
What are you doing here? Ethan, you're trespassing. Get out.
Don't forget that. Until the divorce is finalized, you're still my wife.
Let go of her.
She just got hurt because of Stacy. Let go.
Aren't you overstepping? She's my wife.
Not for long.
Kevin, this is between him and me. I'll handle it myself.
Okay.
Ethan, we're done. Please keep Stacy under control. I don't want to experience something this unpleasant again.
I don't know. I
don't want to hear your explanation. Mr. Goodman, please leave.
Why do we have to be like this? Sherry, you.
Why? You're asking me why? Your mother doesn't like me. She always picks on me. Stacy keeps stirring things up and provoking me. You never believe anything I say. You always take her side. Is there any point in us staying together? I have my own life. Ethan, don't bother me anymore.
Mr. Goodman, please leave.
Kevin, you're the one who should leave now. She has nothing to do with you.
Since you're her ex-husband, that's a different story.
Please leave. Thanks for what you did today, but it's getting late. So I'll be going now.
I'll walk you out.
Okay.
Kevin, you're here.
Did you have anything to do with Stacy's live stream apology?
Kevin, what are you talking about? I don't understand a word you're saying.
Even now, you're still lying. Looks like you won't give up until you see the evidence. Mr. Zhao, you've raised a fine daughter. As for that West Side project, your family can forget about it.
Kevin, what are you doing?
Think it over.
Sherry.
Ethan, stop drinking.
Who told you to do that?
Who
gave you the nerve to put it online?
I didn't know anything about the live stream. I called Sherry. She didn't answer. She didn't reply to my messages. I went to her house, but no one opened the door. So I thought I'd wait for her on the street. I thought Feian would keep her word. If I knelt, she would treat your mom. Ethan, did I do something wrong?
You did nothing wrong?
Ethan, are you blaming me? That witch. I won't let her get away with this. But?
But what?
Ethan seems to suspect me. What if he finds out something? What am I gonna do?
Hey, Stacy. If you want to be Mrs. Goodman, you can't expect to have your hands clean. What are you afraid of?
But...
It's not just you. I'm not having a good time either.
Look at the mess you've made. Kevin has withdrawn all his investments.
Kevin has found out the IP address of the live stream. He warned me not to hurt Sherry again. Otherwise, he'll make me suffer.
What should we do? What can we do? How can that witch charm two men into fawning over her? That two-timer, why?
Since she's making things difficult for us, let's make it difficult for her.
Do you have a plan?
We need to ruin her reputation, so she can never set foot in this city again, and be loathed by everyone. Let's see how she gets in our way then. Shh.
Well, will this work?
Why wouldn't it? Are you scared, Sherry?
What if we get caught? We could end up in jail.
Sherry, if you want to back out now, forget about being Mrs. Goodman. Just pretend I didn't say anything today. I've already found the people. You either do it or you don't. Don't be so wishy-washy. If you don't do it this time, don't come to me again.
I'll do it.
That's my girl. My dear Sherry, I'm rooting for you. Go for it.
She's quite pretty. What a waste.
Hurry up, get her.
Listen, you're in luck this time. Don't you have that illness? Take good care of her tonight. As for the money, after she's diagnosed, I'll send it to you.
All right. Such a beauty. I'm so lucky.
You messed with me, huh? I'll make you suffer.
It's all done. How about you?
All set.
It's been a while since I've had a woman. Didn't expect this time it'd be such a beauty.
Who are you? Wait, I've been drugged. I can't fight back. Can you tell me who sent you?
Sure. Since you're so obedient, I'll tell you. I have a terrible disease. Stacy found me and gave me $50,000 to hurt you. After it's done, she'll give me another $100,000. I won't live much longer anyway. I can at least leave my family $150,000. I'm making a killing, am I? Don't blame me. Just your bad luck. If you cooperate, I'll make it easy on you.
Hey, wait. Stacy may want this, but she doesn't have the guts.
Of course, it's not just her. There's
what?
Well, I've told you enough.
You're asking for it.
You...
Don't move.
Who are you?
Sherry, are you okay?
Are you all right?
What a loser.
Stacy, aren't you going to tell the truth?
Woohoo! What are you talking about?
Sherry, I was at the bar today, and I ran into Stacy and Kelly. Do you know what they were up to? Those two are thick as thieves. They were trying to find someone to hurt you, and they even found a man with a serious illness to do something terrible to you. I'm so furious. Damn it. So you really need to be careful lately.
Well, in that case, let's play along. Let's turn the tables on them.
There's a tracker and a voice recorder. Keep them with you at all times. I'll keep an eye on you. If anything happens, we'll come and get you right away.
What are you talking about?
Hey, we received a report that someone here is suspected of assault.
It's him.
Take him away.
It was her. She put me up to it.
I'm innocent. He's framing me.
Officer, there must be some misunderstanding.
You still think it's a misunderstanding?
Stacy came to me and offered me $50,000 to hurt you.
It wasn't me.
Of course, it's not just her. There's
what?
Ivy told you enough.
No, it wasn't me. This is all forged by Sherry. I never said anything like that.
Stacy, how could you do such a thing?
No. It wasn't me. Ethan, you have to believe me.
Take her away.
Ethan, help me, Ethan.
Now you see Stacy's true colors. Why are you guys here?
Well, of course, it's because of me. I couldn't reach you by phone, so I asked these two to come find you with me.
Sherry, let me take you home.
Kevin, if anyone's taking her home, it's me. Since when is it your turn?
After all this has happened, Ethan.
Kevin.
Enough.
Were you asking to give you a ride?
Neither of you. Carl, let's go.
Excuse me, please. Sherry. Bye.
Kevin, if this happens again, don't blame me for being rude.
Kevin, why are you looking at me like that?
Kelly.
Kevin, don't do this. I'm scared.
Have you forgotten what I told you?
No. It has nothing to do with me. Kevin.
You better be telling the truth.
Sherry, it's all your fault.
Sherry, aren't you grateful to me today? Shouldn't you give me a big surprise as a reward? Stacy is now in jail, but Kelly's still out there. With how bad she is, she'll definitely come after you. You still need to be careful.
Yeah, I know.
Ha. Heartbroken again. Do you really like Sherry? Sorry. Your emotions are all over your face.
None of your business.
Look, man. During the years you were married, how did you treat your wife? Stacy's dad vanished saving your dad. You put up Stacy's messing with you for your dad, but you didn't have to help her mess with your wife, right? Why should Sherry bear the brunt of that? Hey, if you like her, go after her. While she hasn't completely given up on you, don't wait until Kevin really steps in. Then you'll really have no chance.
Grandma. It's you. You used Grandma's name to trick me into coming back. What do you want?
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I always thought Stacy was a pure and kind person. She just liked to act childish, but I didn't expect that. She would do something awful to you.
Ethan, although Stacy was the reason for our breakup, she wasn't the only reason. It's you. You're prejudiced against me. You don't care about me at all. We got married because of your insomnia. I wasn't content. I always wanted you to fall in love with me. I was too greedy. Now the agreement is over. Let's go our separate ways. It'll be better for both of us. I know. You want me to find Feian to treat your mother? I will, Ethan. Please don't pester me anymore.
Sherry, I'm not...
Why are you looking at me like that?
I can't sleep. I haven't slept for several nights.
Ethan, what are you doing? Ethan, let me go.
If I don't sleep soon, I'm really going to collapse.
He'll be in really bad shape if he doesn't sleep, but him constantly relying on me to sleep isn't a solution.
Feian is your good friend, right? Why won't you let her treat me? Are you trying to make me dependent on you?
What nonsense are you spouting? Get away. He fell asleep so fast. What's wrong with him? How can I treat this?
Mr. Goodman, this is this month's work summary. Mr. Goodman, you look good today. Is there any good news?
Feian is your friend. Why don't you let her treat me? Look into Feian and follow Carl.
What? Oh, okay. Mr. Simpson.
Sean!
There's an emergency. I want to trouble you. To give Feian a call to confirm old Mrs. Goodman's condition?
Then why don't you call me?
Well, I just happened to be here and ran into you. Sorry to bother you.
Okay, then I'll make the call.
Ethan, what are you doing? Let go of me.
Sherry, why didn't you let Feian treat my insomnia?
That's because Feian is getting even for me. It's because you were so mean before.
Sherry, you are Feian? Why did you keep it from me? You're Feian, and Carl is calling you. Guess how I found out? How long are you going to keep this from me?
Yes, I am Feian.
Why did you lie to me?
Ethan, don't tell me you still think I married you. For $100 million, Ethan, let me go. Let's not drag this out any longer.
Sherry, you're so cruel. You lied to me for so long.
I lied to you?
Isn't that what happened? For 3 years, I had no idea. My wife was the famous Feian.
Didn't I try to tell you? About your mom's condition. I told you I could help her. Did you ever believe me? I wanted to share my thoughts and everything with you. Did you have the patience to listen?
I'm sorry. It was my fault. I'll be there for you from now on. Okay?
Ethan, don't you understand? There's no future for us.
Sherry, do you really love me?
Just pretend I don't.
Sherry, you can't leave. You can't leave without my permission.
Let go.
Sherry, let's start over, okay?
Ethan, have you really forgotten the girl from 8 years ago?
It's so dark. I can't see anything. Will you stay with me? Of course, I'll always be with you. After the surgery, you'll be able to see. You won't be afraid of the dark anymore. When my eyes are healed, the first person I want to see is you. Okay.
I've searched for you for years. When I saw you again, 3 years ago, I really wanted to marry you and spend my whole life with you.
It was you? It was you all along? Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to. But you dismissed me with a contract. Ethan, I'm a person too. I have my pride.
Sherry, I was wrong. I was really wrong. Sherry!
Why the long face? This isn't like you.
Mr. Ferdinand, I'm so sorry.
Don't say that. I do everything willingly. You just need to follow your heart.
Okay, then walk with me.
My pleasure.
Kevin, Sherry, don't blame me for fighting back.
Mm-mm.
Hello? About what I asked you to do. Is it all ready?
It's ready?
Good. By tomorrow at the latest, you must bring her to me.
Okay.
Sherry, only if you're gone will Kevin come back to me. I won't let you steal him from me.
About what happened to you. I've got some leads, but I still need some solid evidence.
So, what have you found?
Stacy and her contact information. And the testimony from that sick guy.
Are you willing to investigate her?
I have no personal relationship with her. We're just business partners. Why wouldn't I be?
Mom.
Why are you here alone again? Where's Stacy? She hasn't visited me for days. Did you two have a fight?
No.
Then why didn't she come? Stacy has always been worried about me.
Mom, be nicer to Sherry from now on.
Why are you bringing up that Sherry all of a sudden? Stacy has done so much for me. I only recognize Stacy as my daughter-in-law.
Mom, Stacy won't be coming anymore.
What? What do you mean? What's going on? Tell me.
She tried to hurt Sherry. The police have taken her away.
I don't believe it. How is this possible? Did you guys team up to bully Stacy? She's so kind. How could she?
There's solid evidence?
I don't believe it. Was it Sherry behind the scene? What's so good about that woman that you're protecting her so much? Did she come to see me once while I was sick? Stacy, on the other hand, has been taking care of me all the time. She's even better than you.
Okay.
Greetings, Feian.
Drop the act. It seems we came at the wrong time.
Feian, I know Sherry is your friend, but you may not know that she was kicked out by our Goodman family. Well, I am not a mean person, but she's deceitful and vengeful. During my illness, not only did she not visit me, but she even stopped you from treating me. Such a wicked woman. You must stay away from her.
Mom, can you just be quiet?
Mr. Goodman, I think your mom isn't sick at all. So much nonsense. I don't think she needs treatment.
Hey, Feian, what do you mean? We paid you, and you came here. Why? Are you going to go against your words for that terrible woman? What trick did she play on you?
Trick, huh? Well, Feian is Sherry.
Sherry? How could it be you?
So what?
You witch. How dare you impersonate Feian?
Mom, stop it.
Ethan, tell me, she's a fake, isn't she? Quickly get this imposter out of here. Hurry up. Enough.
Let's go.
Doctor, nurse, somebody help. Someone wants to hurt me.
Old Mrs. Goodman, believe it or not, you have no choice now. And I hope you understand, I didn't want to save you at all. Saving you now is just to repay my debt. Mr. Goodman, if your mom doesn't want treatment, I won't force her.
Mom, Feian is indeed Sherry.
No, I don't believe it. I don't want her to treat me. I don't want her help. I don't believe it. Make her leave. I want her to get out.
Go ahead, you'll only hurt yourself. 5 days from now is the last treatment, and then you can be discharged.
Sherry. Well, I'm sorry.
Sherry, I don't need you to repay me.
Good.
Sherry. Stay. My mom misunderstood you before. But you just hurt her.
Ethan, it's too late to say anything now.
Sherry. Let's remarry.
Go ahead with your work. I'll leave now.
Sherry.
Sherry, are you going back to Ethan? Sherry, I truly hope you'll be happy for the rest of your life.
Who are you? Let go of me. This is a society ruled by law. You all will end up in jail.
So what? I don't care. How dare you seduce Kevin and even tell him to collect evidence to throw me in jail? The only way he'll stop all this and love me again is to get rid of you. Why are you looking at me like that? Acting tough, huh? Let's see how long that lasts. How dare you seduce Kevin? You've already got Ethan, and now you're trying to steal Kevin. It's all because of your face. I'm going to ruin it. I'll make sure you end up ugly.
Charlie, what are you drawing?
Put the knife down.
Why would they get here?
Because I knew you were going to hurt me. How could I not have a backup plan?
You bitch. Don't come any closer, or I'll hurt her.
Chloe, if you do this, your life is over.
This is all your fault. Why are you so obsessed with this bitch? Why? Why? What makes her better than me?
I love Sherry. I'm the one who insisted on marrying her. Please, let her go. Do you want to hurt someone hurt me?
Don't you think I want to? But I can't. I can't hurt you. Kevin. But I can hurt her. Once she's gone, you'll be all mine. Right? Ha ha ha. Calm down.
Calm down. Kelly. Kelly, listen to me. The police are here. You can't get away, but you can trust me. Let Sherry go. I'll be your hostage. I promise to get you out of the city safely. You can trust me. You can trust me. Sherry. Ethan. Ethan.
Ethan, don't scare me.
Sherry, you're a jinx. Anyone who gets close to you ends up badly. I'm telling you. I won't let you get away with this. I'll make you pay.
Sherry.
Kevin, what are you doing here? Sherry doesn't want to see you.
The person Sherry doesn't want to see is you. For the past 3 years, you've been bullying her.
You. Kevin, if it weren't for you, Kelly wouldn't have done that to her.
And if it weren't for you, Stacy wouldn't have opposed her.
You guys keep arguing. I'm leaving.
Don't go. I'm a patient.
Sherry, I'll listen to you. I won't argue. Then let me take you back.
Where's Carl?
I'm here. I feel like I've been ignored.
take me back to my room. You and you, don't follow me.
Sherry.
Kevin, I advise you to give up on Sherry. She's never liked you. You know how much she loves me.
For the past 3 years, he's become less and less interested in you. Don't you know that?
Shut up. I'll win her back.
Okay, then prove it.
Okay? If you say so, then I'll show you what I can do. Hello? Grandma? Hey, Sherry's hurt. She's in the hospital. Could you come to the hospital to see her? Well, it's not serious. We'll talk when you get here. Okay. I'll wait for you.
Ethan, you're shameless.
That's my skill.
If I'm not mistaken, you still need to stay here for a while, right?
What do you want? You know it?
Bye.
Kevin, come back.
Grandma? Why did you tell Grandma?
I was out of town. I heard you were hurt. I rushed back overnight. If he hadn't told me, were you going to keep it from me? Oh, my silly girl. Let me see.
Grandma, I'm fine. Just some minor injuries. I'll be out of the hospital soon.
How can you be fine? You've been through so much. How could you not tell Grandma?
Grandma? I'm your real grandson.
You're a man. What's a little injury? This time, you did good. Yeah, you protected your wife. That darn Kelly. How could she do such a thing? And I just found out what Stacy did to you last time. But you still covered for her. I even gave Ethan's mom a piece of my mind.
Grandma did the right thing. I told you. From now on, no one will bully you again.
Yeah, this time, Ethan has changed a lot. Hey, Sherry, do you want to give him another chance?
Grandma, I'm doing fine on my own now.
It's okay. No matter what, Grandma will always love you the most. If anyone bullies you in the future, just come tell Grandma. Grandma will back you up.
Yeah, thanks, Grandma. Carl, let's sneak out. Don't let them find us.
Hey, wait, Sherry? Actually, there's something more important. I didn't tell you. Look, your dad somehow found out about your injury. He rushed to see City overnight, and now he might be at the hospital already.
What? No way. My dad is scarier than them. Carl, you stop him first. I'll go now.
Stop him? How am I supposed to stop him?
With your life.
With my life.
Stop. Come here.
Dad, why are you here?
If the hospital wasn't run by me, I wouldn't even know you were hurt. Are you trying to piss me off?
Dad, I'm sorry.
You insisted on becoming a doctor instead of inheriting the family business? So you ran away from home. Silly girl. It's been 3 years. Why didn't you come back?
I went back secretly. I didn't tell you.
Sherry, you've suffered a lot. I've heard about everything. Dad won't force you anymore. You can do what you want.
Dad.
Sherry, let's go home. Let's go.
Where's the patient?
Just left. Her family came to pick her up.
Dad, is Mom waiting for me at home?
Yeah.
Did she make me anything good to eat?
She made you the best food.
Jerry.
Are they crazy?
My precious daughter isn't so easy to marry off. Let's go.
Right. Get in the car.
Jerry, wait for me.
Wait for me. Sherry, I'm sorry. Let's get back together.
Jerry, marry me. Jerry.
Let's go.
Sherry, I was wrong.
Go.
Jerry.
Sherry, wait for me. Sherry.